So this is part 5 of Duino Elegies, the fifth elegy. But who are they? Tell me, these travelers, even more transient than we are ourselves, urgently from their earliest days, rung out for whom? To please whom? By a never satisfied will. Yet it wrings them, bends them, twists them, and swings them, throws them, and catches them again, as if from oiled, more slippery air, so they land on the threadbare carpet, worn by their continual leaping, this carpet lost in the universe, stuck on like a plaster, as if the suburban sky had wounded the earth there, and scarcely there, upright, there and revealed, the great capital letter Being, and already the ever-returning grasp rings the strongest of men against, in jest, as King August the Strong would crush a tin plate. Ah, and around this centre the rows of watching flowers and unflowers, round this stamp, this pistil, caught in the pollen of its own flowering, fertilized again to a shadow fruit of disinterest, there, never conscious, seeming to smile, disinterest, gleaming lightly on surface thinness. There, the withered, wrinkled lifter, an old man, only a drummer now, shrunk in his massive hide as though it had once contained two men, and one was already lying there in the churchyard, and the other had survived him, deaf and sometimes a little confused in his widowed skin. And the young one, the man, as if he were son of a neck and a nun, taut and erectly filled with muscle and simple-mindedness. Oh, you, that a sorrow, that was still small, once received as a plaything in one of its long convalescences, you who fall with the thud that only fruit knows, unripe 100 times a day from the tree of mutually built-up movement, that, swifter than water, in a few moments, shows spring, summer, and autumn, fall, and impact on the grave. Sometimes, in half-pauses, a loving look tries to rise from your face towards your seldom affectionate mother. But it loses itself in your body, whose surface consumes the shy, scarcely attempted look. And again the man is clapping his hands for your leap, and before pain can become more distinct, close to your constantly racing heart, close to your constantly racing heart, a burning grows in the soles of your feet, its source before a few quick tears rush bloodily into your eyes. And yet, blindly, that smile. Angel! Oh, gather it, pluck it, that small, flowered, healing herb. Make a vase, keep it safe, place it among those joys not yet open to us, on a lovely urn, praise it with flowery, swirling inscription, Sabristo saltat, the saltimbanque's smile. You then, beloved, you that the loveliest delights silently overleapt, perhaps your frills are happy for you, or the green metallic silk over your firm young breasts feels itself endlessly pampered and needing nothing. You market fruit of serenity, laid out endlessly on all the quivering balance scales, publicly, beneath the shoulders. Where, oh where is the place I carried in my heart, where they were still far from capable, still fell away from each other, like coupling animals not yet ready for pairing, where the weights are still heavy, where the plates still topple from their vainly twirling sticks. And suddenly, in this troublesome nowhere, suddenly, the unsayable point where the pure too little is changed incomprehensibly, altered into that empty too much, where the many-placed calculation is exactly resolved. Squares, oh, square in Paris, endless show place, where the milliner, Madame Lamorte, winds and twists the restless trails of the earth, endless ribbons, into new bows, frills, flowers, rosettes, artificial fruits, all falsely colored, for winter's cheap hats of destiny. Angel, If there were a place we know nothing of, and there, on some unsayable carpet, lovers revealed what here they could never master, their high daring figures of heart's flight, their towers of desire, their ladders, long since standing where there was no ground, leaning, trembling on each other, and mastered them, in front of the circle of watchers, the countless, soundless dead, would these not fling their last, ever saved, ever hidden, unknown to us, eternally valid coins of happiness in front of the finally, truly smiling pair on the silent carpet? I'll read the sixth elegy. The Fig tree, for such a long time now there has been meaning for me in the way you almost wholly omit to flower and urge your pure secret unheralded into the early, resolute fruit. Like the jet of a fountain, your arched bow drives the sap downward, then up, and it leaps from its sleep, barely waking into the bliss of its sweetest achievement. See, like the god into the swan, we, though, linger. Ah, our pride is in the flowering, and already betrayed, we reach the late core of our final fruit. In a few, the urge to action rises so powerfully that they are already waiting and glowing with their heart's fullness when the temptation to flower, like the mild night air, touches their tender mouths, touches their eyelids, heroes perhaps, and those chosen to vanish prematurely, in whom death the gardener wove different veins. These plunge ahead. They go before their own smile, like the team of horses in the slightly hollowed out relief of Karnak's victorious pharaoh. The hero is strangely close to those who die young. Lasting doesn't contain him. Being is his accent. He moves on time and again to enter the changed constellation his risk entails. Few could find him there, but destiny, that darkly hides us, suddenly inspired, sings him into the tempest of his onrushing world. I hear no one like him. All at once I am pierced by his darkened sound, carried on streaming air. Then how gladly I would hide from the yearning. Oh, if I were a boy, and might come to it still, and sit, propped on the future's arms, and reading about Samson, how his mother first bore nothing, and then all. Was he not a hero already, O mother, in you? Did not his imperious choice begin inside you? Thousands seethed in the womb and willed to be him. But see, he grasped and let go, chose and achieved. And if he shattered pillars, it was when he burst out of the world of your flesh into the narrower world, where he went on choosing, achieving. O mothers of heroes, O sources of ravening rivers, ravines into which weeping girls have plunged from the high heart's edge, future offerings to the sun. Because whenever the hero stormed through the stations of love, each heartbeat meant for him, lifting him onward, he turned away, stood at the end of the smiles, someone other. I'll read the seventh elegy in the next video.